You can't mention British actresses and not mention Helen Mirren. She is the blueprint for modern female actresses, with her alluring sexiness, talent, and rebellious streak. But did you know she almost didn't become an actress? There's more about the actress you don't know. Let's remedy that by telling you all about the queen of British actresses, Helen Mirren. Why you should never call Helen Mirren beautiful? Make sure to watch the video until the end and leave your thoughts in the comments. If you are new here, join our wonderful community by subscribing to the Matentas channel. Kate Winslet called her co-star Helen Mirren everyone's friend, and she was absolutely correct. Helen Mirren is what you can call fun, and she has a passion for fun. She is the embodiment of witty conversations and likes to ask questions that help drive the conversation. You'll never find her boring, especially with her sharp tongue, which the actress has loaded with creative swearing. You would even think she came from a long line of sailors with that mouth of hers. But swearing apart, only a few actresses are as graceful as she is, with her regal bearing, which makes sense since her father came from nobility and her mother spent time near nobility. She was just authentic and true to herself, no matter the situation. The brilliant actress isn't one to be scared of a mob or people's opinions. She's quite open-minded, but whatever you do not call her beautiful. She hates it. She's been called beautiful all her life, and it's become boring to her. The actress once declared war on Guardian newspapers for this reason. Well, not a war per se, but she didn't like the newspaper for a while because of how they described her. Helen was angry because rather than analyze what she had achieved up to that point, the Guardian reduced her to a sex pot. This was a normal thing the media did at the time, but Mirren hated it. Sure, the actress wasn't afraid of bearing it all before the camera, but the journalist made it seem like the actress was trying to seduce him, and she didn't like that at all. The journalist wrote that the actress was batting her big blue eyes at him, which was surprising because her eyes are gray. So the journalist was looking at another place and not her eyes. The actress did reveal that her bosoms were on the larger side when she was younger, and the journalist's eyes could have been fixated there. Pity the actress couldn't do much at the time. She was more polite when she was younger and really couldn't tell the man what she felt. Her being polite wasn't because she wanted to be. She didn't have a choice. One wrong word could have ruined her career, and the actress was all about her career. It's one of the reasons she doesn't have a child. Her devotion to her career robbed her of her maternal instincts. Nonetheless, she is close with her husband's children from another marriage. Despite her best efforts, the beautiful tag isn't easy for her to escape. It followed her while she was younger with her eye-catching body, and it followed her right into old age. In an interview, the actress was asked about her beauty routine, and you could see the displeasure written all over her face. Still, she didn't go on a tantrum or yell as most actresses do. She calmly explained that she didn't like the word beautiful. Then she added something that would shock her fans. She said she didn't feel beautiful. Her youth held a dark secret regarding her beauty. When she was a teenager and in her 20s, she didn't think she looked good. This was because she didn't fit into the beauty standards of her time. Her voluptuousness was something many people found absurd. Even when that era passed, people began to recognize other beauty standards. But the actress didn't grow out of this feeling. So when she was asked about her beauty routine, she responded by saying that people focus too much on themselves than those around them, and that true beauty was paying attention to other people. It was an authentic response, true to the actress's nature and character. After the actress lectured her interviewers, she revealed her fitness routine in a way that removed any form of complications. She revealed that she had periods of eating and periods where she exercised regularly. The actress also made another stunning revelation. She cuts her hair by herself, and she doesn't like her face without makeup. However, she forgets to use makeup sometimes and goes about with her natural face. The only thing that the actress remembers to use is her moisturizer. So from the actress's own words, she favors her natural self, which isn't surprising considering the actress has a rebellious stance towards what beauty should be. She also has a rebellious stance towards injustice or anything that looks like it. She once got a tattoo on her hand as a symbol of defiance. To her, people should be free to look however they want to look, and this is one of the reasons that the actress visits nudist beaches. She revealed in an interview, "I'm a naturist at heart. I love being on beaches where everyone is naked. Ugly people, beautiful people, old people, whatever. It's so unisexual and so liberating." She even got an award from British Naturism. Her rebellion against the beauty standards extends to how cosmetics companies seem to focus more on younger customers than their older customers. With her stance, change came with L'Oréal Paris, when L'Oréal Paris made her the face of their product. It was a brilliant move that benefited both parties. Helen made a ton of money out of it, and the beauty company had access to an untapped market of older women who felt left out of beauty trends. L'Oréal discovered that these women had the highest purchasing power when compared to some of their other customers, yet they were the ones with less products. When L'Oréal focused on older women, other companies followed suit, which was a victory for the actress who didn't want older people to feel left out. Although we must add that overall, contract or not, Mirren doesn't care how she looks now that she is older, and she doesn't believe that she looks better now than when she did when she was younger. She had an abundance of beauty, but it wasn't a thing that Helen thought of most times, not when she had the kind of career she had with multiple awards. We know saying this could anger her, but she's an inspiring person and has inspired us to be authentic. So being true to ourselves, we declare Helen Mirren to be the fairest of them all. However, we admit that unlike other actresses who had a career because they were beautiful, Helen had one because she is massively talented. But did you know she almost didn't become an actress? Born Helen Lydia Mirenoff, or Helen Mirren, as the world knows and loves her, was born July 26, 1945 in London. She was born to a father who was the son of a former Russian noble trapped in England due to the Russian Revolution. He was negotiating for arms. Her mother was the son of a butcher who was one of Queen Victoria's butchers, so Helen was connected to royalty on all sides. No wonder she was so elegant. But there's a reason why she can be edgy too. Helen didn't grow up in wealth. The budget was always tight in the house, but they got by. Mirren's father was a hard worker. He had the entertainment drive within him as he worked as a violinist for the London Philharmonic Orchestra before the Second World War. During the war, he abandoned his violin to be an ambulance driver, and after the war, he didn't pick it up again. Already armed with driving experience, he became a cab driver and later got work with the Ministry of Transport. As we said, the Mirrens didn't have much, so they couldn't afford a television. They also couldn't go to the cinema to watch movies, but they had other means of getting entertainment. The search for entertainment led the actress to her defining moment. The moment came when her parents took her to watch a stage performance of Hamlet. It was there that she caught the bug of acting. Even though the performers were amateurs, the performance of the actors and actresses on that stage was so engaging that Mirren decided that that was what she wanted to be. Mirren went to Hamlet Court Primary School, and it was there that she had her first taste of what would be her life. She played a part on the school stage, where she played Hansel and Gretel, and she took this to her high school, a Catholic school called St. Bernard's, where she acted in school plays with an unmatched passion. But her parents rejected her passion for acting. They felt that an actress's career was not a stable one, so their plan of shipping her off to St. Bernard's Catholic School to get her to forget acting failed. However, that school only increased her drive for acting, and she was good at it. Helen found a circular asking for people to audition for the National Youth Theater, and her teacher at St. Bernard's advised her that she should audition. Helen did, and she was successful. However, her mother refused and advised her daughter to go to a teacher's college so that she could become a teacher. Mirren listened at first, but that acting fever she caught just wouldn't go away. Eventually, she found her way to the National Youth Theater, but life there wasn't as she thought. Although unlike going to a drama school, which was expensive, the National Youth Theater was less expensive, but it still required some money, and money was lacking in the Mirren household. Still, the actress was determined to make it as an actress. She kept her head down, and just after 2 years of joining the National Youth Theater, she got a crucial part. She got the part of a queen, a foreshadowing of what was to come in her career. She had a natural grace that only nobility had. Helen got the part of Cleopatra in a stage production titled Cleopatra and Antony. From that role, she exploded. The Royal Shakespeare Company saw her, and they signed her up. An agent also offered their services to her. Helen was quite a remarkable actress. Under the Royal Shakespeare Company, her range expanded to include productions that were on the risque side. The roles tapped into her boundless sexuality. Mirren soon made it into films, and the first film she did was a film version of one of the stage plays she was a part of. The film Caligula had stars like Peter O'Toole and Malcolm McDowell, but it wasn't the cup of tea of the critics. But we're certain that some of the viewers would have secretly loved it. The film had realistic romantic scenes. The movie was so risque that even the critics blushed. It flopped at the box office, but the producers weren't ready to give up. They went back to the drawing board, and after some creative snipping, the film was ready for its second debut. No more scandalous scenes, just good old-fashioned family fun. The 80s were the period that Mirren left her cocoon and became known. She was part of the incredibly praised and successful The Long Good Friday, which was a gangster movie. She also had a role in Excalibur, which was a fantasy film about King Arthur, and she played Morgan Le Fay. It was during this film that the actress met Liam Neeson, and the two hooked up. Liam was smitten with Mirren, and the two dated for 4 years before they broke up. It was Helen who encouraged Liam to not to limit himself to the UK and also explore Hollywood. Helen continued to take parts in films that were critically acclaimed. She had a part in the film Mosquito Coast and Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover. But despite the critics loving these movies and giving them the best reviews, it was a TV series that made Mirren a household name. Mirren was Detective Inspector Jane Tennyson in Prime Suspect, a British mystery series. And from there, she returned to the stage and got more acclaim. Her performances in A Month in the Country and The Dance of Death were beyond brilliant. The series Prime Suspect ran from 1992 to 2006, and the standard the actress set didn't drop in the following season. In fact, her acting skill grew massively instead. Filmmakers began to seek out the actress and didn't tire of using her in iconic roles. Helen Mirren played Queen Elizabeth II in the movie The Queen, and then played Queen Elizabeth I in the TV movie Elizabeth I. Queen Elizabeth enjoyed the film and became a fan of the actress. The Queen even wanted to have a personal dinner with the actress, but the actress couldn't go because she was booked. It's unusual to refuse the Queen, and in order to avoid an incident, the actress assured that it wasn't a snub. It wasn't the last time that the actress would don the iconic wares of Queen Elizabeth II. She did so to comfort a young boy who had both leukemia and Down syndrome. The boy, whose name was Oliver Burton, revealed his wish to meet the Queen of England. But due to the Queen's responsibility as head of the British monarchy, she couldn't attend to the boy. But Mirren had something to say about the situation. The actress was playing the Queen in the stage production. The audience in London wore her Queen Elizabeth II costume and invited Burton and his family to watch the show and drink tea with her. Burton was excited by the experience and thought it was the real Queen he had tea with. While the actress loved to delight other people's children, she didn't have any of her own. No, it isn't that she didn't get married. She married Taylor Hackford, who she met while on the set of White Nights, 10 years after the two began to date. She had promised not to get married, but love has a way of changing minds. The actress decided to not have kids as she didn't think she would make a good mother. Plus, she had her career to worry about, and she threw herself into that career. Her ambition is to have a legacy that is tied to her quality of her work, and not because she had a child. But there is one time she regretted not having a child, and it's when she watched the film Parenthood. The film not only made her regret her decision, it drove her into tears. But she has achieved her aim. The actress has built a legacy that revolves around what she does, taking the audience through a journey of awesomeness. But the intrigue doesn't stop there. In our next video, we'll delve into the scandalous world of Hollywood once again. This time, we'll explore the story of Ryan O'Neal and his disturbing desires. You won't want to miss it. So make sure to click on the next video and join us for another jaw-dropping tale from Tinseltown.